So, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. As you can see, Mikel Arteta has joined me for yet another press conference. He must have got bored of doing these every 2 days by now, seriously. But real talk, honestly though, I am really loving him doing these press conferences every 2 days. In fact, he's literally doing one nearly every day, actually, to be fair. And I do actually look forward to his press conferences. So I can't lie. Even though I don't particularly rate him as a manager, didn't want him as manager, etc., etc. I do look forward to his press conferences. And I'll tell you what, the one thing I'm going to give this geezer credit for is you don't see many Ozil fanboys crying that he ain't in the squad anymore. So fair play for that. And he ain't going to be in the squad anytime soon either, because I'll tell you something, when we go through this press conference in a second, his words about Ozil, Guendouzi, etc., etc. Well, I don't think we'll be seeing him again this season, put it that way. Big up everybody who is watching on HOTMIC as well. I'm going to be doing a few more of these streams on HOTMIC. So if you are watching on HOTMIC, I can see your comments. If you haven't downloaded HOTMIC, the link is in the description for that, along with the rest of the socials. But yes, I have got Wi-Fi sorted for everybody asking me in the chat, which means that tonight, 7 p.m. UK time, I will be doing that level 1 member stream that I was supposed to do yesterday. So listen, that will be aired to public, but it will only be members in the chat. So if you want to come on camera, just be warned it is going out to everybody. But I'll be around 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to do that this evening. But smash the likes up. Big up everybody watching on HOTMIC. I can see you guys. Give me a couple of minutes just to read through all of this. Then I'll be able to come back to comments. So I'm going to be able to see any of your comments until I've done this. So let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. And we'll start off. Arsenal are into a run against fellow top half sides. What do you hope these games will show you? He said, now that we're in a good run, we've got some momentum. We're going to get crucial points of the season where we're going to face the top teams in the next 2 weeks. We just try to get prepared as well as we can. We know how important these games are. They're going to be the future of the season. So we have to be very focused, committed, and try and do as well as we can. Obviously, we've got Tottenham on the weekend. We've got Liverpool after that. We've got Leicester City tomorrow, which reminds me, watch along settings back again tomorrow. So yeah, come join in on the watch along tomorrow. My preview will be out at 9 o'clock tonight as well. So make sure you come and check that one out. How impressive is Jamie Vardy's goal scoring record and approach to the games? He said, when I look at the game with Leicester, the energy they have is incredible. To do it in a consistent way, the way he's done in the Premier League, credit to him, he's doing really well. I don't know why that's popping off. Jesus Christ. Apologies if you're epileptic. Wow, that was mad. I was doing my eyes in, I can't lie. Anyway, do you think you can qualify for the Champions League if you beat Leicester and Tottenham? I think we have to win every game and then we have to wait and pray. It's not about the game. It's not about a game. We need to go game by game for a few weeks. We're really far from thinking about Europe. We're just a little bit closer at the moment. So let's go game by game and see what happens. And I don't know why this keeps playing video. I need to get an ad blocker on this Mac. That's what I need to do. Jesus Christ. Every time you load a website, ping, 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 ping. It's like, come on, mate. I don't need a Hoover. I don't need a Hoover. Anyway, why do you think 18-year-old Saka, Greenwood and Gilmore are making such an impact? He said they've been really well prepared, to credit to all of the academies in the country and the system we have in place in England that is giving really good formation and education. I think they mean information. I think that's a typo. And education to the players at that age. It's not just about having the quality or the game knowledge. You need a structure around the club to support the path for the young players as well. Mentally, how well are they prepared to sustain the level of pressure that they have to deal with every day? And that is a great point that he's just made there. Because it's all well and good having the talent and being great playing football. You have to have the mentality to be a professional footballer in the Premier League. Not just the Premier League, but other leagues. Like I said, I will come back to comments in a minute. I can't see anyone's comments on any platform. So I will come back. Let me just get through this as quick as we can. Do Mesut Ozil and Matteo Guendouzi stand a chance of playing? It's still the situation as it was before. Now, we don't know the situation with Mesut Ozil, apart from back spasms. Yeah, we've heard that one, mate. And Guendouzi, we know he's got an attitude problem. So I don't think we're going to see these two for the rest of the season. And do you know what? I ain't even worried about it. Yeah, firstly, you know my thoughts on Ozil. Secondly, Guendouzi, as much as I like the kid, I think he's a good footballer. We ain't missing him, are we? Let's be real. So let's continue. What do you expect from Leicester under Brendan Rodgers? He said, I think Brendan and his staff have completely changed the style of play and the way they approach games. It's very clear that what they are trying to do, and they're very dominant. It's one of them teams that's in a better position in a difficult area as well in the Premier League. They have been very consistent, even though they've had some difficulties in the last few weeks. But since they joined Leicester, they've completely changed up the way they're playing. And I think he's proved against the big teams as well that they can sustain that influence against stronger teams. So credit to what they've done. And it is well, I wouldn't say it's a miracle, but it is a massive achievement for Leicester to get Champions League football, especially when Brendan Rodgers took over. They were, what, 9th? So it shows it can be done on a self-sufficient business model. How do you ensure intensity is maintained? He said, just pushing the players every day and then realising the only way to compete with the top teams in this country. There's still a lot of things we have to improve, but we have a huge margin, and that's something that has to be non-negotiable, and it has to be in every game and every training session. Mesut Ozil, no names, and we can build from there. Do you see the determination of from Emi Martinez to make #1 spot his own? He said that's what he's been trying to do for a long period now at the club. As I said before, his preparation, his attitude has been spot on. He's been very respectful, very patient, and now he has the opportunity. He's grabbing it, and trust me, he is grabbing it as well. At this level, it's not about 2, 3, 8 or 10 games. It's about consistency over a lot of games, and that's what he needs to prove now. Did the restart come a week or too early? He said, I don't think so. We were well prepared. We had 2 very different games. The City game with 2 incidents early on in the game that cost us a lot with 2 big injuries. And don't forget, we played 45 minutes with 10 men in that team against the top side. The second game against Brighton, we completely dominated for large periods of the game. 1-0 up, could have scored a second. We just gave the game to the opponents. So it's not like it was a bad performance, attitude, effort, or anything like that. It's just difficult situations that we have to deal with. I actually thought we played pretty crap against Brighton. Real talk, can't lie. With doubts over Aubameyang's future, how pleasing was it to see Alexander Lacazette score and Gabriel Martinelli sign an extension? And he said, we had some positive news in the last few weeks about some young players committing to the future of the club. Asking about Aubameyang, see the way he played, the energy, the effort he put in to the game, and he helped the team out in crucial moments, tells me how involved he is and what he's trying to do. The same with Laka, desire for him because he's completely deserved it. It's been a long time since he scored away from home. He scored a crucial goal for us again, but not only that, his contribution when he stepped on the pitch was massive. We won't even talk about Messi to Man City because that's just a pointless story. Does Lacazette need to chat about his future? We have to have a chat about the next step with him and get an idea, his feeling. As I said, I'm really happy with him. He's a player that I've always liked, even when I wasn't here, because of what he brings to the team, his qualities, his ability, his work rate. So let's see. Right now, we're in a crucial moment. It's not time to talk about a lot of contractual situations. We have to do that at the right time, the right moment. Now, listen, he is into the last 2 years of his contract, and I'll harp back onto it. Raul Saneli. Any player who goes down to the last 2 years of their contracts, we'll either sell them or offer them a new deal. And if they reject it, we then sell them. We'll find out this summer, won't we? Relentless run of games and press conferences every other night. How do you stay refreshed? Is this going to load or what? What's going on here? What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me, darling. My bed. I sleep whenever I can. No shit, Sherlock. Try and put your head down for a little bit. TV, movies sometimes. I finished one just now, but unfortunately the TV I'm watching now is Leicester, Spurs and Liverpool. What were you watching? We put How to Get Away with Murder. It's a good one. Right, Mesut Ozil better watch his back, you know. Arteta's coming for you, bruv. I think that's pretty much the whole thing. There we go. That's the whole press conference. I can see comments now. But yeah, Mesut Ozil, Guendouzi, not going to be featuring again. I make him right on that. get rid of the pair of them. Lacazette, he obviously rates him. I think that he'd probably want him to stay. That's just what I got off of reading that. And yeah, man, he's obviously on it for the Leicester game, looking at how we can beat them. And do you know what? I think we can beat them. I said this before the watch along for the Wolves game. Out of the 4 games that we've got, the Wolves, Leicester, Spurs, and Liverpool, I'd see this Leicester game as the easiest one. Yeah, and people are laughing and go, oh, but Liverpool, they've won the league, they're switching off now, and Tottenham are crap. Jose's finished. Well, we're going to see if he's finished in a couple of days' time, aren't we? Because all the people that were laughing at him and laughing at some of their players the other day are going to look rather stupid if they end up beating us, aren't they? So let's see how we go in this next couple of games. I'm not really too far forward looking towards the Liverpool one now. But this week's crucial for us because if we do want to get Europa League football, then we have to win them both, or at least get 4 points out of them, because teams around us will drop points. We'll obviously take points off of both of these teams, and they're in and around us. Obviously, Leicester are well ahead of us, but if we can take points off of Tottenham, that's huge for us. So, so we shall see. Anyway, let's read some of these comments out on HOTMIC real quick. Big up Esme, Connor. I see you, Connor. Yeah, Ganduzi and Ozil bye-bye. Esme says I would keep I need quality off the bench to challenge. He actually, do you know what? You made a good point. He is actually better off the bench, isn't he? Deji, afternoon, mate. Do you think Wenger's time at Arsenal was a success or a failure? We should have won the league in 02, 03, 07, 08, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, and arguably 98, 99. Do you know what? You can't knock what he did in the first 8 years. And this is me, massive Wenger out. You can't. Wifey's looking at me like, boy, did you just say that? but never a back-to-back title, shocking. Yeah, never won in Europe, shocking. I can feel your eyes piercing me right now, right? And like you said, the years that we could have and should have won more titles. So it was all right. He was a good manager at times. In the end, I feel he set the club back a decade now. Yeah, with his piss poor management of this football club. And it was his management before people say it ain't. He run this club from top to bottom. How's your Wi-Fi behaving today? Big up yourself, Joe. Yeah, they came around and fixed it. So big up Movistar. Big them up. They come around and fixed it this morning. So that was really good. If that was England, I'd probably have to wait 6 months for them to bother to turn up. But big them up. Big up the Red Bull. And I'm going to get this mop cut off my head in a minute. I'll be going to get myself a nice little haircut. Form goes out the window in the North London derby. We can't take it for granted. That's very true. Thoughts on Issa Diop? Yeah, not bad. Not worth 50 million, though. How will the top 6 finish like? Says Matthias. You was the first one on HOTMIC today as well. So afternoon to you, mate. I can see there's quite a few who are watching the HOTMIC. Thank you very much. And if you haven't downloaded that app, do it now. Links in the description. Use my code and then follow me. How do I see the top 6 finishing? I think the top 4 is going to be the top 4. I said that before football come back. I think the 4 that are in there, I think, so Man United have probably got the easiest running of them 4 teams at the top, or teams chasing that top, that top 4. Leicester, I think, are getting there. I think Chelsea will stay there. I think Man United will finish 5th. Can we finish 6th? It'd be us or Wolves. I'd go Wolves just, and then us 7th. But there we go. Daniel says we'll get 6th. Omar says Vardy loves scoring against us, so we have to watch out. This is the thing, right? We have got a massive headache in this game because what do? We play Cedric at right back? He played all right. He weren't great. He weren't shit. He was all right. Do we put the Zoolander back in there? Do we put Maitland-Niles back in there, who came on like a man possessed when he came on at the weekend, but played at left back? Does Tierney get a break, or are we going to play him again? If so, does that mean Kolasinac could go out there? Is Rob Holding going to come back into the team? I don't know. And then what do we do up front? Eddie and Nketiah, that experiment's not really working at the moment, is it? And that's probably the only downside to the game the other day was Eddie. He had a shot at the post, but other than that, it's not really happening for him at the moment. Everybody else, listen, don't get twisted. I thought he run his socks off, and I thought he was decent in that respect. But his job's to score goals. and he ain't really banging them at the moment. So what do? Do we put Lacazette back in? Lacazette's normally better off the bench, in my opinion, than he is starting. Or do we actually put our actual striker, Aubameyang, up front and then put Saka on the left and go with Pepe on the right and leave Laka and Eddie on the bench? He's got massive headaches. And do you know what? It's nice to have these headaches at last. And I've seen so many people getting carried away with, oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. You know, I was asked by Robbie the other day that that DT wanted to find out if it's still Mikel Wenger and all this. Come on, man. Yeah, I ain't about this. Let's jump on a hype after 3 games, because it can come crashing back down after 3 games as well. And this is where Arsenal fans wind me up, because these players have got us in this position through being absolutely bang average all season. And how many times under Arsene Wenger did we play crap, just about turn it on towards the end of the season and sneak a top 4 place? Well, sorry, I want better than that. So I ain't going to get gassed and over the moon because we've won 3 games in a row, or 4 games in a row, sorry. Come back to me when we win 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in a row and it wins us a trophy. Yeah, come back when that happens. Because if we sneak the FA Cup this season, I'll be over the moon. Yeah, but I ain't going to get gassed when we're going from 9th to 8th to 7th to 6th to 9th to 8th to 7th. Sorry, that ain't me. But there we go. Anyway, let's read some more of these out for a couple of minutes and I'm going to get out of it. Yeah, I'm not a fan either, Connor. I'm not a fan either, mate. Yeah, don't worry. I got you covered on watch-alongs anyway. I got you covered on watch-alongs. He's my favourite player of all time, but I now believe Ozil should go. But when he does, I'll clap him off and I'll be gutted. Well, listen, each to their own, Deji. Each to their own. No way we are back. We're just okay at the moment. This is the thing, right? Listen, we're doing all right. We're grinding results out. Yeah, we weren't great against Wolves. We got the win, so I couldn't care less. I'll do that 38 times a season, mate, and I'll be buzzing. So at the end of the day, I think that, you know, like I said, Mikel Arteta's doing all right at the moment. Yeah, but I've seen this story a million times before, and I've seen these players under Arsene Wenger, yeah, because that's how long some of them have been here, do just enough to get us into a top 4 place. Yeah, so then they get the confidence buzzing back in. Oh, we sneak top 4, St Tottenham's Day. Who gives a fuck? Seriously, who cares? Do we genuinely care if we finish above them? I don't care. Oh, you're not an Arsenal fan. Yeah, all right, good one. Amount of times I've heard that this weekend is fucking hilarious because I slagged off Adama Traore. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not an Arsenal fan. Fucking idiots. Let's see you all slagging off Dele Alli on Sunday, yeah? Watch, because I'm coming for all of you lot. Yeah, watch. Anyway, what do you think about Coke? Well, listen, don't sniff the Coke. Don't sniff it. Big up Don Robbie. And only drink the Coca-Cola. But Coque from Atletico Madrid, absolute baller, bruv. I love watching him play. I think he's quality. And I've rated him for a long time. Lee, you look stoned. No, I'm fine, man. I've got up. I've had a shower. I'm going to go and get some food and get my hair cut. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm real good right now. And it's 31 degrees today in sunny Spain. So I'm loving life, man. What about Aubameyang? What about Aubameyang live? What do you mean, bruv? What do you mean? Aubameyang. Adama is overrated, so is St. Maximin. This I ain't going to go down the route of banging on about it again, yeah. But if they had posted their stats for Arsenal this season, yeah, our fans had won with their heads on a stick in the centre circle because they drove Alex Iwobi out of the football club, didn't they? Who, by the way, has posted very, very similar stats to Adama Traore this season. But then people go, oh, but Iwobi played in a better team. Really funny that, because we finished 5th. And where did Wolves finish? 6th, wasn't it? But there or thereabouts the same kind of teams. Thoughts on Nathan Aki? Take him in a heartbeat, bruv. I think he's a really good player. Do subscribe if you're new. If you haven't smashed the video a like, do like the video. And I will be back. I'll drop a Premier League video shortly. And then I'll be back at 5 o'clock. If you are a member of this channel, I will be doing a stream at 7 o'clock. It'll be streamed publicly so everyone can see it. Only members can chat. Yeah, because it's a new feature they forward. I want to see how it works. So yeah, you can watch it. If you want to come on camera, just be warned. Yeah, just be warned. It will be going out to public, so that'll be going everywhere. So like this stream now, for example. But let's do 3 more. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's do a couple. Arteta has really got to be ruthless with some of these players. We can't continue to carry the deadwood, otherwise, deadwood even can't even fucking speak properly. You know what I mean. Anyway, thank you for that, Gail. I swear to God, this Red Bull's really not waking me up, is it? Who would you rather, Ndidi or Partey? I get asked this quite a lot, and I always say Ndidi, mate. Yeah, I always say Ndidi. So, and we'll end on that. Keep up the grind. Actually, we'll end up. Thank you, Riyadh. We'll end on a couple more. How do I join you live? You have to become a member, my friend. Links in the description. Where's that other comment? I wanted to end on one of these. I'll quickly clarify this one. Last season, Alex Iwobi, 6 goals, 9 assists in 51 games. Adama Traore, 6 goals, 12 assists. So he's had 3 assists more in 4 games less. Similar stats, my friend. Similar stats. Adama Traore scored 12 goals professionally in his entire career. Yeah, 12 goals. 7 for Wolves, 5 for Middlesbrough. I ain't including Barcelona B, bruv. That's like including Arsenal B. Yeah, 12 goals. The geezer's 24. People are going on like it's the second coming of fucking Maradona. Yeah, the geezer's bang average. Said it for years, and people get so triggered by it. Yeah, same with that Saint Maximan guy. Yeah. Oh, he got 3 assists the other day. Who cares? Mkhitaryan got 3 against Everton, and he's shit. Yeah, that geezer has scored 3 goals this season and got 5 assists. Yeah, which, by the way, is way worse than Alex Iwobi last season. So when I compared them to Alex Iwobi, it was based on Alex Iwobi's stats for the similar amount of games last season. Yeah. Not only that, Adama Traore played in the preliminary qualifying rounds. Yeah. And got an assist or 2 assists against fucking the Dog and Duck. Like, come on, man. Seriously. Yeah. The way people get so butthurt over, like, this Adama Traore is fast and he can cross a ball straight into row Z. Whoopie-doo. Yeah. He scored against City and... yeah, so did the gingerhead guy for Wigan. Wigan are now in administration. Who cares? Right, do you know what I mean? Anyway, yes, my internet is sorted. My internet is sorted. And I'm going to end on this one because that's the one I was looking for a minute ago. Who do you think could get player of the season? Who do I think should get player of the season is Kevin De Bruyne. Who do I think will get it? Probably Mane. I don't think they won't give it to a Liverpool player. But I do think that it should be De Bruyne. He's unplayable, mate. The geezer's class, isn't he? But listen, thank you to everybody who's watched on HOTMIC. I will be back on that a little bit later on. I'll be doing a lot of streams on there now. I'll just add them all in the same as Facebook and everything else. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone who has watched on that. I do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's watched on Facebook, Twitch and YouTube, of course. Come back, check out the video that I'll be dropping in the next hour, Premier League video. And then I'll be back at 5 p.m. So I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.